Hi, good day, everyone. Hope all of you are keeping warm. It's cold out there, huh? Yes, stay warm and stay safe. Today, I'm going to start a series about global leaders to whom I was bestowed the blessing to have worked with or to have met. From what I learned from all the global leaders to whom I have met, they all have their own unique characteristics. Now, I'm not going to talk about leadership because I'm not an expert in training you to be a leader. What I can do is I can share my experiences with you regarding what some of the characteristics uh, to which some of these global leaders possessed. And the first one I want to start off with is a person to whom I have looked up to since I was 14, 15. His name is Mikhail Gorbachev. As you can see on the screen from Google. Now, I can't read Chinese well, so this is his Chinese name. He was the president of Russia. And also, he was a former Nobel Peace Prize winner in 1990, as you can see here. So I don't know how many presidents have ever won the Nobel Peace Prize, but definitely he was the first, I think. And ever since I was a child, I looked up to him because back then we didn't have YouTube in the 70s. All we had was TV and radios, right? So we, whatever you see on TV, were usually um, things that will always be embedded in your mind. And back in the 70s, 80s, President Gorbachev was globally renowned. And when did I meet him? I met him in, I think it was 2008. It was the first president to which I have ever met. And we met in Korea. And what did I learn from President Gorbachev? I'm just going to, of course, I learned many things from him. However, I just want to name one characteristic for each global renowned individuals or leaders to whom I have met. And I hope you can learn from their characteristic. And I believe these are the characteristics to which you should possess if you want to be a leader. What did I learn? What did I learn from President Gorbachev? Well, this is what I learned. I learned from President Gorbachev that you need to lead with endurance. Now, what is endurance? And I'll explain. President Gorbachev, when I met him, he was around 78 years old. And when he flew in the day, uh, he wasn't feeling too well. He wasn't feeling too well for, I think, a couple of days, but he still needed to be there for the ceremony. It was what we called the Peace Bell uh, ceremony, and he was the keynote or the presenter. And as you can see from the next slide, you will see him. And here, this was the press conference, and this is President's lovely granddaughter, and here is yours truly right here. Um, and look at these pictures. We this is a second day. We were somewhere in Seoul. I don't know where. I forgot where we were, but we stayed in a cabin for a day, so the next day we could attend the peace bell ceremony. Well, what was the peace bell ceremony? Let me go off track a little bit. It was a bell to which they made from all the bombshells that had fallen between North and South Korea. So they took all the shellings and they made a bell out of it. And President Gorbachev presented, he presided over the ceremony. Um, this is his manager. Nice man, really nice man. President Gorbachev said, next time if I'm in Russia, if I needed something there, I can always look up his manager. All right. As you can see, from these photos, he wasn't smiling. Now, one picture of all the pictures we took, this was the only picture he smiled. Why? Because he was sick. He wasn't feeling well at 78, and he had to endure extreme heat. I think it was probably 36 or 37 degrees Celsius that day. It was muggy. It was hot. But then at night it was cold. As you can see, this is a morning photo, and I'm still in my suit. And so the temperature fluctuated, 20 degrees or so. And so he wasn't really feeling well. But President Gorbachev had a job to do. He had made a previous agreement to us in that he will fulfill his responsibilities to preside over this event, to present the peace bell. And it meant so much to him because he was probably the first president to win the Nobel Peace Prize back in 1990. And so it meant a lot to him to present this bell. And so even in the midst of not feeling well, under under weather conditions, maybe his bones were aching, maybe he had fever, he didn't let these external, or you can call it maybe internal circumstances, troubled him or derail him from his goal. He kept his focus. He kept the endurance. He endured the hardship. And then he presided over the peace belt. It was amazing. And we probably didn't even have lunch till like 3 or 4. So maybe for like 8 hours, he didn't even eat. But that didn't matter because he was focused as a leader. You need to lead. There were so many people there, so many other leaders there other than him. Desmond Tutu sent his representative because Desmond Tutu couldn't come because he wasn't feeling well. However, President Gorbachev, although in the midst of illness, he came. He came. And I'm going to roll down to the last photo. As you can see in this photo, this is an iconic photo. Let me tell you why. I don't think you will ever see a president holding on to a female umbrella with, I don't know what you call these, with emblems or ripplings or designs or motif, whatever you call these. It's a girl, it's a female umbrella. And we just caught him using it. Why? Because the sun was shining brightly and hotly, and he couldn't bear it because he was having a fever and he wasn't feeling too well. So as a president, it didn't matter. When you're sick, you need that umbrella. You're going to hold on to it, whether it's a girl umbrella or a boy umbrella. And so what am I trying to say here? It's that if you want to be a leader, one of the most important characteristics you need to have is you need to endure. Stop complaining about being sick and calling off meetings and not going to work. Stop complaining about how hard your bus ride is. Stop complaining. Sometimes you have to work OT. Sometimes stop complaining so then you can endure the hardship, even though you're sick and you just want to go home. Your bones might be aching and everyone wants to leave and all eyes are on you. Or what are you going to do? Or what is my boss going to do? Is he going to leave or is he going to stay? At these moments, you got to suck it in, bite your lips. You got to just say, I am not going to lead this meeting because I'm a leader. If I can't endure, how will my team endure? So for the past 10 years, I don't think I have called in sick more than one time. I might have had a high fever or broke, even with a broken leg. Yeah, once I got out of the hospital, I went to work. And I still have some photos. I had to lift my leg up and put it on the table when I was teaching. But I endured. And when I endured, my team followed. So as a leader, one of the most important characteristics to which you must possess is endurance. I hope this video has helped you, and I will do more. I will do more videos to share with you what a good leader is supposed to possess in terms of characteristics. Have a good day. Stay warm. God bless. Bye now.